Welcome to New Sky TV Hot News. Zhai Yiying's new drama reaches peak popularity upon premiere, reaching 2,561, sweeping the top spot on iQiyi charts. At 10 a.m. on April 1, 2026, iQiyi launched a period drama titled The Palace Walls Promise a Good Man. On its first day, the drama's popularity soared to 2,561, directly topping 8 iQiyi charts including the popular short drama chart, the rising chart, and the new release chart. Lead actress Zhai Yiying's personal popularity also surged to second place on the platform's actor chart. Why did this seemingly conventional dual-life period drama ignite the market upon its premiere? Its secret lies in the starkly contrasting pairing of a Black Lotus palace maid and a fake eunuch supervisor. The Palace Walls Promise a Good Man, starring Zhai Yiying and Zhai Yiying, tells a story spanning 2 lifetimes within the Deep Palace. In her past life, Zhai Yiying plays Suzin, a palace maid who, with the secret support of Eigh, the eunuch of the Eastern Depot played by Zhai Yiying, ascends to the position of empress. The two live together under the guise of a paired meal, a euphemism for a romantic relationship, but their affair is exposed by a treacherous official on their wedding day, and they are both sentenced to death beneath the palace walls. Bearing deep-seated hatred, they are unexpectedly reborn before the tragedy began. In this life, the story takes a complete turn. Suzin is no longer a weak woman manipulated by others. She transforms into a vengeful Black Lotus, using her memories of her past life to navigate the harem with cunning. Eigh, in this life, chooses to re-enter the palace disguised as a eunuch, appearing cold on the surface, but secretly protecting Suzin and making up for the regrets of his past life. Both are reborn with memories, but initially unaware of each other's identities, thus unfolding a complex and agonizing drama within the Deep Palace. In the narrative epilogue of The Palace Walls Promise a Good Man, the moment Suzin and Eigh step out of the high walls and Deep Palace is not only a liberation of their fates, but also a gentle rebellion against the traditional narrative structure of palace intrigue. Outside the palace walls, there is no power of the imperial palace, nor the hierarchical order within the Vermilion Gates, only wind, light, mountains and rivers, and the warmth of human life. This seemingly peaceful ending resonates deeply on an emotional level, because it makes the audience realize that true victory is never about sitting on the throne, but about having the freedom to choose one's own life. Suzin's choice is particularly symbolic. Experiencing 2 lifetimes of ups and downs, from being a pawn manipulated by fate to a strategist, and finally a free person who willingly relinquishes power, this trajectory of growth completes a profound leap for the female character within the context of the short drama. She is no longer bound by the logic that successful revenge equals a fulfilling life, but instead re-examines the meaning of life after achieving her revenge. Hatred is only one of her motivations for living, but it is no longer her entire future direction. This is why she chose to leave the palace and walk alongside Eigh, a response to love and a reaffirmation of her self-worth. Eight's character also underwent an emotional and personal transformation. From initially hiding his identity and silently protecting her, to ultimately facing his past with equanimity, this process wasn't simply a portrayal of a devoted male lead, but rather a mature personality interwoven with rationality and restraint. Eight's protection wasn't ostentatious, nor did it carry an exaggerated heroic aura. He was more like someone lighting a lamp in the darkness, paving Suzin's path forward with wisdom and patience. This character development transformed love from a one-sided sacrifice into a relationship of mutual support and shared growth. What the audience saw in them wasn't a fairy tale like perfect love, but a genuine emotion of still believing in each other after experiencing pain. From an industry perspective, the success of Palace Walls and A Promise of a Good Man reflects, to some extent, the transformation the short drama market is undergoing. Past short dramas often relied on extreme conflicts and rapid plot twists to maintain popularity by constantly stimulating audience emotions, but this model easily falls into formulaic patterns and fatigue. The value of this drama lies in its effort to construct plausible character emotions and political intrigue while maintaining a fast pace, allowing viewers to feel the warmth of the characters and the depth of the story beyond mere excitement. Especially given the maturing short-form drama industry, audience aesthetics are subtly shifting. Early viewers were more easily drawn to high-concept settings like rebirth, revenge, and false identities, but with increased viewing experience, they are paying more attention to the realism of the characters, the subtlety of their emotions, and the consistency of their logic. In other words, viewers are no longer satisfied with just excitement, but expect a complete emotional experience and value resonance within a few dozen episodes, or even just a few minutes per episode. The Palace Walls, a love story, precisely hits this aesthetic turning point. It neither completely abandons traditional formulas nor blindly pursues so-called depth, but rather finds a balance between commercial logic and artistic expression. This balance allows it to become a data-driven hit while also gaining recognition on a critical level. When discussing the plot, viewers no longer only focus on who gets humiliated or who gets counter-attacked, but begin to discuss character motivations, emotional choices, and even the institutional background. This in itself is progress. More notably, the choice to leave the center of power at the end of the series implicitly expresses a new set of values. Traditional palace dramas often culminate in the ascension to the throne, with the empress's position symbolizing victory and glory. However, the Palace Walls in The Promise of a Good Man takes the opposite approach, presenting freedom and an ordinary life as the ultimate answer. This setting doesn't negate power, but rather reminds viewers that power is not the sole meaning of life. What is truly precious is the ability to control one's own destiny and the courage to maintain sincerity in a chaotic world. As the short drama market constantly replicates successful formulas and amplifies emotional stimulation, this ending undoubtedly offers a subtle space for reflection. Perhaps what truly moves viewers isn't the thrill of rebirth and revenge itself, but rather the fleeting moments of genuine emotion and human warmth that emerge amidst the layers of cliches. It is this warmth that allows the story to stand out from the assembly line production and become a memorable work. Therefore, when we look back at the success of The Palace Walls and The Promise of a Good Man, it may not just be a hit short drama, but rather a mirror reflecting the subtle changes in the current short drama industry and the psychology of its audience. Beneath the surface of rebirth and revenge, what audiences truly crave is either a more thrilling plot, more intricate power struggles, or a story that touches the depths of the soul and makes one believe that love and freedom still exist. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.